and goal from the 1. Touchdown.
Well, hello. Thank you so much for taking time out to check out this video, and welcome to the Gridiron. And before we get started, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone out there who's been watching my videos. Thank you. If you can maybe give this video a thumbs up or possibly leave a comment below, maybe even share this video, it would mean so much to me. But anyway, just thank you so much for just taking time out of your day to check out this video. Thank you. Well, I'm going to rattle off 18 New York Giants names, all right? And you let me know what they all have in common, all right? Jarvis Wilkinson, Jay Alford, Mario Manningham, Ramses Barden, oh yeah, remember him well, not OBJ Odell Beckham Jr., but Travis Beckham. Oh yeah, maybe they're cousins or something, I'm not sure. Chad Jones, Gerald Jernigan, J-Ron Hosley, DeMontre Moore. Oh, there's a bust there. Jay Bromley, Owam Odigizua. All right. Darian Thompson, Davis Webb, B.J. Hill, Lorenzo Carter, Oshane Ximines, Matt Peart, and Aaron Robinson. Got those 18 off there. Any guesses? Nah, time's up. Those are the last 18 third-round picks that the New York Giants have signed that they have not signed to another long-term contract. 18 third-round picks. Now, I mean, the last one with the X-Man, and then you got Matt Peart and Aaron Robinson, they're still on their rookie deal. And, you know, honestly, I mean, there's a chance Oshane Ximines may not make the right. I mean, because if cut him, he would save $1 million. So, I mean, you know, he might get cut, who knows, but, I mean, you know, he's not a Shane guy, he ain't nothing super spectacular. I mean, unless somehow Wink Martindale can turn him into Von Miller, you know, in this next season if he wanted to hang him with the Giants, but, you know, he may not make it either. But the last 18 third-round picks, the Giants, they played out their contract. Some of them have maybe even made their whole contract, but the Giants have not signed them to another, and they haven't played another 4 years or so. 18 third-round picks in a row. Third round. I mean, we're not talking seventh rounders, sixth rounders, but with third-round picks. Unbelievable. I mean, if Joe Schoen wants to start turning things around, there's a bunch of things I'm going to be going over here, but I mean, that's one of them. I mean, my God. You have to go all the way back to 2005 for the last time that we drafted a third rounder, okay, and signed him to a second contract. And he played out his rookie contract, and then we signed him, and he played out some more. You have to go back to 2005. Justin Tuck. I mean, are you freaking kidding me? I mean, I haven't gone over all the other teams that how many third rounders they've signed. That's just too time consuming. All I know is you gotta go back to 2005 before you sign get a third rounder who's good enough or whatever that you're gonna re-sign him to another extended contract. I mean, whew. Now if we also go back to, if we can even include, in fact, if you go back to 2005, I found, only 2 Giants, all right, in the first rounders, all right, that have played out their rookie contracts and then played multiple seasons in a row after that with the Giants. All right, 2 since 2005. All right, it's a little tricky because 2005 we didn't have a first round pick because we gave up 2004. That's when we drafted Phillip Rivers and we traded him to the Chargers. We got Eli Manning. We also had to give the Chargers our first round pick in 2005. So in 2005 we didn't have a first round selection. Okay, so I mean, figure 2005. I mean, you can even look at 2004 as well. We drafted Phillip Rivers. We didn't sign him to a long contract if you want to do something like that. But 2006, okay, there's the 2 guys. All right, I'm going to go over them all. 2006 with Mathias Kiwanuka. He's one of them. Okay, 2006. He played his entire 9-year career with the Giants. 2006 and 2014, he's got himself 2 Super Bowl rings. He's one of the guys that helped us win 2 Super Bowls. You know, not an unbelievably fantastic first round pick, but solid. You know, and he made it 9 years here, so made it 9 years with Tom Coughlin, so I can't complain. Then you got 2005. I said we didn't have one, so then you got 2007. Aaron Ross. He played 2007 to 2011. He got himself 2 Super Bowl rings. After 2011, he went to the Jacksonville Jaguars for 1 year, so he played 5 years. All right, Jacksonville Jaguars 2012. Then he came back played for the Giants in 2013. That was his last year. All right, 2008 we had Kenny Phillips. He played 5 years with us, 2008 to 2012. And then he was injured. It's a shame. He was a good player too. I like Kenny Phillips. Good player. He just got hurt a lot. He came back and played 1 year with the Saints in 2015, but he only played 5 seasons for the Giants. All right. You got 2009, Hakeem Nicks. Same thing. He played 2009 to 2013. Played 5 seasons. Then in 2014, he played with the Colts for 1 season, and he came back and played with the Giants in 2015. But once again, he only played 5 seasons in a row for the Giants. 2010 is the other guy. This is his second guy. J.P. Paye, 8 years in a row for the Giants. 2010 to 2017. Then, of course, he went to the Bucs. We played 8 seasons in a row. Matthias Kiwanuka played 9. J.P. Paye played 8. So basically, since 2011, we haven't had 1 first-rounder that we've signed to a second contract and has played multiple years on that contract, more than 5 years. Unbelievable. Prince Amukamara, 2011. He was here for 4 years, 5 years. 2011 to 2015. 2016 with the Jacksonville. 2017, 18, 19 played with the Bears. 2012, David Wilson was a shame. He only played 2 seasons with us. Nice guy, good pick. He got hurt. He injured, I believe it was his neck. I mean, a shame. He only played 2 seasons in the NFL. It's a shame. 2013, Justin Pugh. Played 5 seasons for the Giants, 2013 to 2017. Then 18 to 21, he's been with the Cardinals. First rounder, 5 seasons with the Giants. That's it. 2014, OBJ, 5 years. 2014, 2018, we signed him to a big deal, and then we trade him to the Browns. And of course, Gettleman, people asking, so what's going on? I mean, you going to trade Odell Beckham Jr.? What's going on? And Dave Gettleman's like, we didn't sign him to a long-term contract to trade him. And then like about 2 days later, he was off to the Browns. So they did sign him, but, he didn't play, right, more than 5 years with the Giants. He only played 5. So I'm going over this list. Guys that played more than 5 years, first rounders who we signed and played more than 5 years with the Giants since 2005. There's only been 2 guys. 2015, Eric Flowers. I'm not even going to bother going over that. 2016, Eli Apple. I'm not even going to go over him, bother wasting my time talking about it, going over him. All right, just know those 2. Oh my God, what trash picks. Absolute garbage. 2017. Well, maybe Eric Flowers, if we maybe moved him to guard, maybe, Eli Apple, he just didn't want to play here, so good. Okay, I'm glad he's out here. Evan Ingram played 5 seasons with us. Now he's in Jacksonville. Right. 2018, we got Saquon. All right, he's on his rookie this year coming up. Are we going to sign him to a long-term deal? Probably not. I don't think we need to. But I love the guy to death. But we're going to dish out $10-12 million for him. I can't see that happening. Then of course we got Deandre Baker, who played 1 season with the Giants, and we want to let him go because with the gun charges and all that, so we let him go. And you got 2019, you got Dexter Lawrence and Daniel Jones. Now they haven't offered either one of them their 5th-year option. So I mean, I don't know if once again, Dexter Lawrence is not a Schoen guy. I don't know if he's going if he's going to want to sign him because I mean basically he's coming in, he's going to have to wind up signing him to if he doesn't give him his 5th-year option, if they're going to want to keep him, they're going to have to sign him to a nice contract. They're going to sign him to 10, 12 million. I think B.J. Hill got $10 million. So I mean, B.J. Hill got $10 million. Dexter Lawrence might get 12, maybe 13 million. I mean, is Joe Schoen going to want to dish out that much money to Dexter Lawrence? I don't know. Daniel Jones, right? 2019 first round pick. He hasn't been offered his 5th-year option either. I mean, yeah, all the chips are on the table. I mean, I think this is it. This is the last season for him. Basically, if they're not going to offer him a 5th-year option, right, after this season, if they're going to keep him, they got to sign him. So, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be around. And of course, then you got Andrew Thomas. Yes, but he has not been signed to a long-term deal, and he has not played. But I mean, pencil that dude in, left tackle, for at least the next 10 years, as long as he doesn't get injured, as long as he keeps that ankle and foot healthy and all that and everything. Pencil that dude in forever. All right, thankfully. And then you got Kadarius Toney. Now, I don't know if he's going to be able to stay healthy. I mean, he had so many injuries last year, it wasn't even funny. But I mean, if we go back, I said, to 2005, there's only been 2 guys, first-round picks, that the Giants obviously selected, played out their rookie contract, and they signed it to another contract, and they played pretty much like the whole second contract. Now, 2 guys, absolutely, unbelievably pathetic. And one of the things is you got to get Jerry Reese's drafts. I mean, from 2007 to 2017, guys that have played more than 5 years with the Giants. Okay. It's 11 years, his drafts, 11 years, 7 to 17, right? We've only had Zach Diassi, all right? He's been with us, he was with us for a while, right? Ahmad Bradshaw played from 2007 to 2012, and it was just his birthday, too. So happy birthday, 36 years old. Happy birthday, Ahmad. He played 6 years with us, right? Will Beatty. He played from 2009 to 2006. He was injured a lot, so he only played in so many games, but he was on the roster from 2009 to 2016. I think he missed one of the years, too. But still, all right. JPP and Sterling Shepard. So in Jerry Reese's drafts, all right, from 2007 to 17, 11 drafts, he's only had 5 frickin' guys, all right, that have played more on the Giants, right? More than 5 years for the Giants. That is ungodly pathetic. 5 guys in 11 drafts. Now, you can't say much better about pretty much Dave Gettleman's drafts. All right. 2018, we got Saquon. Pretty much, he's the only one left on the roster from 2018. Right? 2019, we got a bunch of guys, but I don't know. I mean, Slayton, Love, the X-Man, Lawrence, and Jones. We got 5 guys from the 2019 roster. But I mean, heck, if Shane has to go start letting guys go left and right, heck, he could let the X-Man, Julian Love, and Slayton all go. I mean, if he's that desperate to get some cap space, he could let those 3 guys go. I mean, we have like nobody. I mean, from the right, it's unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. From 2018, we got Saquon Barkley on. I mean, we had, we're not signing. We signed Lorenzo Carter. I get the bumps. It's like, see, when I used to, back in the day. I mean, I'm old. You can kind of tell. What I liked about football back then is that maybe you stunk in the beginning, but what you did, you built it through the draft, right? You get a couple guys this year, and the next year you get a couple guys. Each year you add a couple guys, you know what I mean? You get a little better and a little better and a little, each year, you know what I mean? You stink in the beginning, but each year goes by, theoretically you're supposed to keep getting better and better. I mean, like what the Giants did. He built themselves a phenomenal, really good defense. I mean, they had Brian Kelly, Brad Van Pelt linebackers. They drafted them, and they kept them. Right? Then they drafted George Martin and Harry Carson. Right? They drafted those guys, and they kept them. We drafted Troy Archer. He only played 3 years for the Giants. He was a defensive tackle. He would have been with us for quite a few years, I'm sure, but he got killed in an automobile accident. So it's a shame. But, we drafted him, right? We drafted Andy Hedden, Byron Hunt. We drafted Mark Haynes. Mark Haynes left us. He was with us from 80 to 85, so he was only with us for 6 years. But we got Jim Burt. He was an undrafted free agent. He came in 81 with Lawrence Taylor. We brought those guys in, and we kept them. Terry Jackson in the secondary. We drafted him. We kept them. Leonard Marshall. We drafted him. I said George Martin. We drafted him. Eric Howard, we drafted him. Just listen, Lawrence Taylor. Then you got Pepper Johnson, Gary Reasons, Lawrence Taylor. All these guys we drafted them. We drafted them, added a couple guys each year. And you build it that way. It's just like the way it is. It's unbelievable. It's like the turnover. We draft these guys and we never re-sign them. We draft them, we let them go, and we bring in guys from other teams. It's like, it's unbelievable. That one thing Joe Schoen has to do. He has to draft, he has to develop, and then he has to re-sign his own players. I know his own picks. It's easy to say, it's hard to do. I get it. Especially now, it's like, win now. You have to win. I get it. I understand, right? But this past, I went over, I saw this one article here. I'll leave a link in here. You can check this out. We had 22 unrestricted free agents from last year hit the market. We have 3 restricted free agents from last year on our team, right? And we have 5 exclusive rights free agents from last year as well. So basically, between restricted, exclusive rights, and unrestricted free agents, we had 30 guys. We didn't have a 53-man roster because we had so many guys get hurt. So we had like 60 or 70 guys on there. I get that, but 30 guys. How on earth are you supposed to build a freaking team with that many guys? And then it was like a Dave Gettleman thing. We traded a 6th-round pick to Houston to get Keen Crossan. So we lost the 6th-round pick, and now because Keen Crossan's not a Joe Schoen guy, Keen Crossan now signs with the Dolphins, 3 years, $10.5 million. So now we don't have the pick, and now we don't have the player. This list here, the unrestricted free agents from last year with Nate Solder, Austin Johnson, Billy Price, Evan Ingram, Jabrill Peppers, John Ross, Will Hernandez, Levine Toilolo, Mike Lennon, thank God, Nate Ebner, Danny Shelton, Lorenzo Carter, Reggie Ragland, Elijah Penny, Casey Kreider, we got him coming back, Bernardrick McKinney, Jalen Smith, Matt Skura, Corey Cunningham, who we just signed him, Dante Pettis, C.J. Board, we just re-signed him, Keen Crossan, aforementioned, he went to the Dolphins, 3 years, $10.5 million. So we lost a pick, a 6th-round pick, and we lost a player. Then restricted free agents, Colin Gillespie, he won't be tendered. Joshua Kalu, he probably won't be tendered. Stephen Park won't be tendered either. Then exclusive right free agents, J.R. Reed, who will not be retained. Jake Fromm, who will not be retained. Kyle Murphy won't be tendered. David Sills, we got him back. And Jaron Williams, he's returning as well to the Giants. But 30 guys. So what does Joe Schoen have to do? It's really pretty crystal clear, and I get it. I said it's so easy to say, very difficult to do in these times, and it's a win now kind of situation, But he has to. I don't know. It's easy to say draft well. I get it. No kidding. But if you got to spend more money to get the scouts, whatever you got to do, you got to get those draft picks. You got to hit on the draft. I'm saying, if we got 7 draft picks, I'm not saying you got to hit on all 7 of them, but you got to get 3 or 4 of them. Got to be, And you got to re-sign them because the 3rd rounds and the 4th rounders, those are the ones that are they add in the depth, and they'll also be cheap in the long run. So they're going to save you money. So if you need to go out and get a free agent here or a free agent there, okay, but you can't go out there hog wild crazy like you go in the girly world and just start going hog wild crazy. If you spend the money, you want to be spending money on maybe a Sterling Shepard, if he could stay healthy, a Saquon Barkley, on an Andrew Thomas, right, on Azeez Ojulari, somebody, guys like that, guys you drafted, right, that you want to extend and have them retire as Giants. That's how you want to spend your money. Not going out and getting James Bradbury, Adoree Jackson, Kenny Galladay. I can go, Nate Solder. So you gotta hit on those draft picks. That is number one. And once you hit on the draft picks, you gotta develop them, and you gotta re-sign them. Well, as always, guys, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to check out this video. You guys stay safe out there and go Giants.